Good afternoon there, guys. Another video here today on Harry's blog. What I wanted to talk about, it may not interest quite, a lot of you, but it's actually something that's quite close and personal to me, and it should be quite close and personal to a lot of people, especially people living here in the UK. It's been announced, it's actually been leaked, that here in the UK, the Prime Minister of the coalition, David Cameron, and Nick Clegg, which is the Liberal Democrat leader, have decided in their infinite wisdom that through all these cuts that are happening now to bring our country back in line with, the proper financial system that we should be in, that they're going to make major cuts to the military, to the MoD. Now the thing about that is the government of this country, and at the time the Labour government were in power when they sent the troops out to Afghanistan and Iraq originally. However, the entire Houses of Parliament were in agreement with that. There were a couple of people here and there that decided against it and stuff, but ultimately everybody was in an agreement. So no one party, the Tories or the Liberal Democrats, or as a matter of fact, actually I think the Liberal Democrats might have been against it, but the Tories certainly weren't, and they supported Labour in their decision to go to war. And now it's turning out that they're going to make these cuts. Now we've lost an awful lot of men and women out in Iraq and Afghanistan, and especially Afghanistan, and the majority of those losses have been through lack of equipment. Now you'll hear people in Whitehall turning around and telling you that the British Army have got all the equipment that they need out there to sustain a battle. Well, I'm telling you now from personal experience, and there's probably quite a lot of people who have got family and friends out in Afghanistan serving under the forces. The British Army do not have the right equipment to fight the type of war that is being fought out in Afghanistan. A lot of the casualties are coming under from driving over landmines, and the vehicles that they're with, the vehicles that they have out there, the snatch vehicles that they have, they're not built to sustain that type of impact. But that's another story. So the government have a letter has been leaked saying that the government, Dr. Liam Fox, who is the Secretary of Defence, the Defence Secretary I think he is, yeah, the Defence Secretary, he's not supporting this, and he sent a letter to the Prime Minister saying that he's not supporting it. And I just think this is a massive kick in the teeth to every single man and woman that is out there at the minute doing the job that they were sent there to do by the government in the first place. And it's also a kick in the teeth to every single family that has lost a son or a daughter or a husband or a wife or a mother or a father out in Afghanistan. It's the government now just turning around and saying, you know what, this war has cost us far too much money, it was our mistake. Yes, okay, maybe we hold our hands up and say it was our mistake to go in. We maybe shouldn't have went in the manner in which we did go in, but we did. It's cost us a lot of money so far, and as a result we're going to make massive cuts. So when the Army and the Air Force and the Navy went into that war initially, they weren't sufficiently supplied with equipment because of finances, and now they're going to make cuts. You don't need to be a genius to work out what's going to happen, how things are going to occur. And not only that, these cuts are also going to come, I should imagine that part of these cuts are going to be in people losing their jobs, being made redundant or paid off, or possibly wage bans being brought down. Now, the service personnel in the United Kingdom do not get a massive wage. It's probably the same in the States actually, but here in the United Kingdom I know 100% that the wages are not that great, especially for the job that is expected. Now, a lot of people that are in the army won't really complain too much about that, because when I joined the army, I knew that before I joined. I didn't join the army to become rich. That's not what I joined the army and what a lot of people that are in the army have joined it to do. When you join the army, you know you're not going to be a rich person. But it's still nice to get some sort of recognition, and you still have a living, you still got people, still got families and all the rest of it, and now all these cuts are going to be made. I personally just think it's a massive kick in the teeth to all the soldiers that are currently out there. It's going to cause drastic morale drop for the troops that are out there, and for troops that are preparing to leave the United Kingdom to go out there as well. They're going to be sitting going, they're going to know that not that there's really much that they can do about it, because they're in the army and they've got to do what they're told to do in any case. But they're going to be sitting there going, what is the point? What are we doing this for? So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that it is fair? Don't forget, a lot of the reasons we're in the situation that we're in this country is because of fat, greedy members of parliament having 2 and 3 homes dotted all around the country, and using taxpayers' money for duck moats and gardeners and all the rest of it, and all these other things. There was millions and millions of pounds of taxpayers' money chewed up by these MPs that weren't being regulated with our money. Then you've also got the bankers of the United Kingdom who essentially were playing roulette with our money, with taxpayers' money. So maybe instead of cutting the likes of the NHS and the military and the education systems in this country, maybe instead of giving the people at the top of the banking systems £2 and £3 million bonuses every year, maybe cut it back down and say, listen, this year you're going to get £500,000, which you should be bloody happy with. But instead, again, it's the working class person in this country that gets kicked in the teeth, and the upper class, the people in the top classes, they get away. They're allowed to do what they want. There's no retribution whatsoever for them. They do what they want. They say what they want, and then whenever it hits the fan, and they are made to be accountable for things, all they do is say, well, all we can do is say sorry, and then they walk away. There was nothing put in place. So I know I'm ranting a wee bit here, guys, and it's a bit of a downer video, but what do you guys think? Because it is important, because for everybody living in this country, we're all affected now by the financial crisis. So leave your comments in the section down below, or do a video response. Let me know what your feelings are on it, whether you think it's okay to cut the military, or if you agree with me. Leave your comments down below, and don't forget, if you're interested in anything tech based, you can go across to techplanet30.com, or you can also go across to my other YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/iharrison30. Thanks very much, guys, for watching, and I hope to see you all back here soon. Bye.